I'm just trying to help you. I'm just trying to help you with a solution to your issue. Have you found yourself there trying to help your significant other, offer them advice and solutions to a problem they're dealing with? And instead of them being grateful or happy with you, they're more angry and argumentative? Have you wondered why this is? Are you wondering how to overcome the communication breakdown? Well, if you are, this video is going to help you understand it and also solve it. So let's go. Hi friends, glad to be back today. And today I want to talk about offering advice to your spouse and how to overcome that communication breakdown where it seems that they don't take the advice and they don't hear that you're being helpful. Instead, they get angry and argumentative. So how do we break this down and how do we come up with a solution? You know, it's amazing when we do give advice and we help with solution with our significant other because it means that we actually care. So doing that in and of itself is really positive, right? And that's really good. But why does it seem to fall on deaf ears? Why does it seem to create more argumentation in the household than you would ever believe that it should? Well, I've realized that there's one thing that a lot of times we don't remember it. And it's that when somebody is sharing a problem, they're looking for also validation to some degree, okay? They're looking to you to see the point, to see their pain, and also to understand basically their needs as a person, right? So to understand that they have feelings and to validate that it's okay that they feel this way. A lot of times we provide solution before we do the validation piece, right? And I know that sometimes it may be hard to validate because we're not thinking about it or we don't feel like that's part of our duty. But I feel that when we hear them out, the pain they've suffered or the situation at hand, we're just basically saying, hey, I hear you and I understand you and I get that you've gone through some pain through this. Let's try to find a solution so we can let go of this pain and find some constructive help. Now that we've created that foundation of mutual respect, we're now allowed to offer our constructive help, right? And the greatest thing about it is they're going to actually pay attention because we've validated them. We've validated their situation. We've validated their pain. We've shown that we're on their side. And now we're showing that not only am I on your side, but I want to help you fix this problem. And I know some of you out there may say, hey, Ashley, when I'm in a work environment or a work situation, I completely understand this. But when it comes to my spouse or significant other, I get triggered, I get angry, my emotions get the best of me because I'm just trying to help. And I understand that. So let's go through 4 things that I want you to realize as we're going through this process. So you can always remember this when you go into the situation, prepare yourself, but also be able to interact and have that conversation. Because if we don't get this right, we feel like we're walking on eggshells. If we don't get this right, we stop communicating altogether and we try to avoid them, right? And how successful are we avoiding someone else in the household? Probably not that successful. So I want you to remember just a couple of things. Number 1, they want to be heard. Okay, so this is incredibly important. They want to be heard and they want to know that you understand where they're coming from. The second thing is they want your support. Okay, they want your support, they want your allegiance, and they want to know that you're on their side. The third observation that I want to share with you is that they don't want to look stupid. Anytime someone is trying to solve a problem and they haven't figured it out, they already feel like they're not on top of it. And so sometimes when we go in with solution, probably because we've been in this experience before or because we actually have emotional distance and so it makes it easy for us to solve the problem. Sometimes we can say, hey, you should just do this or just do that. And it can seem kind of not genuine, but it can also make the other person feel like you're kind of making fun of them. So when we are providing the solution, we need to just say, hey, you know, I would think about this or what about that? Or hey, I've done this before and it really worked for me. What do you think about that? And last but not least, remember I've talked about this in a lot of different videos and throughout my latest book, that negative broken record that exists in our head colors what other people around us say, right? It makes us feel that someone might have said something in more of a negative way or more of a judgmental way. And so many times remember that your significant other has probably that negative broken record about maybe not being as valuable, maybe not having as high of a self-worth, maybe questioning their problem-solving skills or abilities here. And so remember, when we're talking to them, remember that they already have a personal negative bias about themselves. And so we have to be careful not to play into that negative bias, because that's when there's that argument, that's when there's that fight, when they believe that we're not on their side because of their own thought process, or they believe that we're making fun of them because they can't solve that problem. So if we understand a lot of the problems that come into the situation is really based in their mind, and so to be sure to be confident, to be positive, but also to not only take their side, but remember to show them support before ever offering solution. I hope this video has helped you. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel, as well as give us a like on this video if this video has helped you in any way. And in the comment section below, let me know if you've used this technique and if it works, or if it sparked a thought in your head and you realize something that you may be doing right now that's getting in the way of having that communication. Because one small thing can lead to communication breakdown. And as we know, relationships, we have to work on them, we have to cultivate them. And so the more work we do to analyze how we're presenting ourselves can go a long way to opening that line of communication and having a really positive relationship. If you don't know it already, you can join this channel. You can actually join it. So click on that join button and find out what that gives you. There's some exclusive content that goes with that process. So looking forward to hearing your comments, and don't forget to live your true life.